Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at the gymnasium of the Crusaders of Holy Cross College in Worcester, Massachusetts, and we are presenting you the MIAA Basketball State Finals on the fine evening of Saturday, March 16th of 2019. Today's game will be between the girls' Division I Springfield Central High School Golden Eagles and the Braintree Womps. This shall be a good one, and we are just about ready to go underway. Now, this will be a huge competition for both teams, and to see them once again go back-to-back for it today for the state finals, as it was them as well last year, will be a huge one. Now, the Eagles coming off a huge win against Franklin last week, and a huge game for Jelena Sanchez. Their star tip-off is up. Maxwell wins. Sanchez has ball. Let's go, Eagles. Sanchez pitches it to Nala Roach in the corner. Shot no good. Now onto the other side, it is Braintree. Braintree will take it down. Shot pulled up for three. Nobody around her. No good. That was Faye with the attempt. Sanchez brings it down. Sanchez handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez handoff to Roche. Back to Sanchez. Step back three. No good. Maxwell can't bring in the rebound. Back to the Womps. It's Adams. Adams way out of pocket, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be the Eagles' ball. Now it's Sanchez. Once again, a huge game for both teams to win the state championship, so we shall see the all from both of them. It's Sanchez. Spin move, back cross, looking for Maxwell. Maxwell holds onto it, but she passes it to Timberlake. Now, the Womps on the other end. Great defense from the Eagles. And Guthrie is not only an incredible defender, but a good offensive player, and right there she shows and she gets the stop. Timberlake looking to inbound it. Bounce pass to Adams. Adams. It looks like a travel, and that will be the call. Too many steps to the basket. Eagles ball just like that. Now will be in the hands of Sanchez. The star of the Eagles for the past 4 years, and now as her senior year has come, she's having an even better season. Yet her three is no good, and it's Timberlake. Timberlake onto the fast break. Gonzalez there to stop her. She pulls up for two for mid-range, and she gets the game kicked off for the mid-range two. Once again, Adriana Timberlake with the bucket. Now it's Sanchez. Sanchez looks to hand it off to Guthrie. Guthrie draws the foul, and it'll be called a blocking foul on Timberlake. And that's a foul that you do like to see, because nowadays you do see a lot of players in all sorts of basketball look to draw that foul for the charge, and instead it's called a blocking. Sanchez will inbound it. Looks for Gonzalez. Almost a turnover, as Adams seemed to try to catch it for the turnover and instead goes out of bounds. Gonzalez inbounds it to Sanchez. Sanchez cross. Find Maxwell. She can't hold on to it. There's Roche. Now to Guthrie. Drive. Draws the foul once again. This time she goes to the line to shoot two. And now Guthrie will go to the line, shoot her two, and look to get the Eagles on the board. Guthrie's first attempt. No good. Now, one thing that you can always say is free throws are not only one of the most important aspects of basketball, it's almost a gimme. You want to hit both, but Guthrie's able to go 1 for 2, get the Eagles on the board as they are now down 1. Now for Braintree. Nice drive. Beautiful pass. Braintree once again on the board. And it's Shania Jones off the handoff from Ronka. It's Guthrie. Guthrie to Roche. And once again, Braintree called for the foul, and that is not looking good for them as they continue to be called for the foul. And that is team foul number 3. So the Eagles down to 3. Not how they want to start the game. They want to start off with momentum. Gonzalez to Roche. To Guthrie. Guthrie looked to pass it back out to the wing. Instead, Timberlake with the steal. Timberlake now on to the other side. She dishes it up top. It's Faye. She gives it away. Ronka draws the foul. Barbara Ronka will go to the line as she draws the shooting foul, and already digging deep for the Eagles as they are down 3, looking to make it a 5-point deficit for the Eagles. Ronka's first attempt, you can count it, puts the Eagles down big time. This is not how the Eagles want to start this. This is a team that is known for starting off with huge leads and keeping the ball going. And right now, not looking too good. Attempt number 2 for Ronka. Up. No good. Maxwell rebound. And it's, wow, an incredible play from Ronka as she shows her hustle. Missed free throw and on the defensive end like it's nothing. And right there, Timberlake able to finish the drive. The Eagles have to be devastated off that turnover, and they just got to slow it down, reset, score, do what they have to do. Sanchez, she can't finish the drive. This does not pan out right now for the Eagles as they are not starting to off too hot, I should say. Hand off to Timberlake. Timberlake guarded by Guthrie. Beautiful find on the wing, no good. Can't get the rebound. And that's way out of bounds, and the Eagles will take possession. Now the Eagles, 4:35 in the first quarter. 7-1 is your score. Eagles down 6. Have the opportunity, of course, to take the lead at any point. But they need to start scoring and have their defensive aspect up. It's Ortiz. Hands it off to Guthrie. Ortiz at the Curriex cage put on a show from beyond the arc. And right there, Gonzalez blocked from Ronka. And Ronka starting off solid herself. Dish out. Drive. No good. Gonzalez rebound to Guthrie. Guthrie to Ortiz. Ortiz can't hold on, and another turnover for the Eagles. Sloppy basketball, sloppy shots, not looking great for the Eagles. And now it's Ronka. Ronka hand off to Timberlake. Timberlake pump. Pass to Jones. Jones finds out Adams. Adams gets the foul drawn. Instead, she'll be called, and that'll be a charge. And now the Eagles once again look to start the momentum as they're down 6. And 14 fouls now for the Womps. And obviously not so good on the foul aspect, but for scoring, you could say they're doing a pretty good job. Hand off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Guthrie. Guthrie holds on to Sanchez. Sanchez, nice behind the back cross. Drive. And they call up and down. And now there's going to be a timeout. And this is a definitely needed timeout for the Eagles. They need to get their momentum up. They need to score. They need to get on that board on the field goal percentage. Yes, they are up there from the free throw, but that's not how you want to score. You want to get your points from hard-earned buckets down on the field goal. And right now it's not looking too good for them, as the Womps might be called for more fouls, but they certainly have more points. We've seen a lot of intense defense from the Womp side and great scoring, finishing, open finds, fouls drawn as well. And a standout play for me right now is Ronka misses her second free throw attempt. Maxwell grabs rebound, looks to find Gonzalez, and instead she found Barbara Ronka, who was able to grab it, put up some points, and even extend the lead for the Womps as the Eagles are down 6, something you don't see too often as an Eagle. Going down big like this, you want to get back into it. 3:20 in the first quarter here at the gymnasium of the Holy Cross Crusaders. in Worcester. Now, we usually don't see a team like Braintree. We're known to be seeing the Springfield teams. So this is obviously a big game for the Eagles. And Ronka drives, can't get it this time. Maxwell board, and she holds on to it. Sanchez now on to the other side. This is what they needed. Sanchez drive. Nice pass to Maxwell. She can't hold on to it. Saves it. Instead, it's a Timberlake. Sanchez drives aren't looking too good. And now Jones onto the other side. Beautiful coast-to-coast drive. And the Womps are killing it, you could say. 8-point lead, and Guthrie can't hold on to it. And the Eagles are down big. They're down 8 points. 8-point deficit for the Golden Eagles. Not how you want to start off the state finals. Such a big game. This is something I am not used to seeing. I am not used to seeing the Eagles under pressure playing bad. This is a team that takes advantage of the pressure. And right now, I'm certainly not seeing that. It's Jones to Timberlake. Timberlake, beautiful bounce pass. Can't hold on to it, but she can finish. Right there, it's Adams, who extends the lead to 10 for the Womps and the deficit for the Eagles. It's Sanchez. Sanchez, screen, drive, wants the contact, doesn't need the call because she can finish the drive. And that's Jelena Sanchez. 3 now for the Eagles. Timberlake taking her time. There is a violation, though, if you take too long on that side, so you don't want to take too much time, but it's Adams. Adams dishes it. Guarded by Ortiz. Beautiful find to Janiyah Jones. She gets called for the foul. Draws the foul, I should say. And she'll go to the line to shoot her 2 buckets and see how it pans out. Looking to increase the lead to 10 once again for the Womps. And with 1:52 to go, you can say already that the winner of this quarter is definitely the Womps if they started off with electricity. Great defense, and of course, most important of all, scoring. Right there on the free throw attempt number 1, she gets it to go. Substitutions will be made for the Womps. As the same 5 now for the Eagles, it will be the freshman Leilani Long, who subs in for Rashida Guthrie. Now the second one is good for Janiyah Jones. Sanchez now into the other end, looking to control the court, get back in that game. Sanchez tries to drive, kick it out to Ortiz. Ortiz for 3, way off the mark. And it will stay Eagles ball. Not the offense that we're used to seeing. This isn't what we're used to see live. Womps dominating, Eagles struggling. And this is just a bad look for the Eagles right now. Sanchez inbounds to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, nice cross, drive. Finger roll look, but no good. Rebound goes to Faye. And now Faye hooks it. And Adams draws the and 1. Now there's 2 more for the Womps as they go up 15-3 now. Looking to go up by even more with the free throw. And Adams once again able to draw the and 1, to convert it. She does. And the Eagles are being dominated. Now this is the same team that beat the Eagles last year. Same team at the Mass Mutual Center. The Eagles weren't able to do it. But it wasn't a blowout. The Eagles lost by a free throw. This is not the position they want to be. Timeout called. And you can just tell the electricity from the Womps. And of course, the fans, as the crowd here is definitely in support of the Womps as they are up big time against the favored Eagles. A team who is, like I said, known for not being behind, but instead in front. So we look to see a big pickup for the Eagles as they are not playing how we want. There's not a lot of intensity in my voice because as a resident of Springfield, Massachusetts, I like to see the team go good, representing Focus Springfield, of course. And one thing I mentioned, this is a team that you are not used to seeing. You're not used to seeing Braintree. So to see them come out here and dominate the Eagles It's definitely a shocker. I'm in shock to see us not even be able to hold on to the ball, as we've seen several key stops. We've seen Ronka with some great stops, and even Janiyah Jones with some great stops, and converting that and one was huge. She was able to go to the line and just big takes, big finishes, and that is why the Womps are up. They're playing with heart. They're playing with knowledge. They're playing with wisdom. They're playing very smart right now. They're outplaying the Eagles 100%. And I just am surprised to see the Eagles kind of shocked. I've never seen them play scared. I've never seen this, especially the girls' team. Now it's good. 3 handoff to Ortiz. Ortiz pops the 3. Can't get it to go. Maxwell rebound in the paint. And she doesn't get it to go, but she grabs her rebound. This time she does. The 6'1" Maxwell gets her bucket to go. 5-16 with 1:04 to go in the first quarter. Timberlake guarded by Ortiz. Timberlake to Jones. Jones spin. Shot good, and it's an unbelievable basket. 18-5. And the Womps are playing exceptional basketball right now. Ortiz handoff to Sanchez. Sanchez known for her flashy moves. Nice pass to Guthrie. Guthrie drive off the glass. Maxwell rebound. They draw. They call a travel. Tough call. Didn't see it. They call it. 18-5. And the Eagles are down. 39.8 to go before the first quarter closes. And this is when the Eagles have time to relax. Get back in the game for the next quarter. Don't do anything dumb. Timberlake to Jones. Jones back to Timberlake. 3 up. No good. Sanchez rebound. Less than a shot clock to go in the first quarter. Sanchez onto the other side. Beautiful cross moves. Draws the charge. Called with the charge on motion. Seen to the other side. And I can't see the call in any sort of way, but they call it on Sanchez. Seems like they're trying to make up for the first couple shabby calls on the Womps, but that is a call unexceptional. Right there as a 13-point lead. Jones onto the other side. Beautiful finish, and that is a great move. Undeniable. Jones is playing great, as she is playing monstrous paint offense. And as the buzzer sounds for the first quarter, 15-point deficit for the Springfield Central High School Golden Eagles. And it is not how Maurer wants his girls to start. There's going to be a lot of changing they have to do. Slow it down offensively. Play wiser basketball. Have the ball in your hands before you do anything, because we've seen a lot of turnovers. We've seen a lot of defensive stops for the Womps, as they are not only playing some great defense, but they're playing even better offense. They're scoring when they need to. They're stopping when they need to. And that is what is stopping the Golden Eagles from not only scoring, but containing them from scoring. Containing the Womps, I should say. 20-5. And we're going to start up those 8 minutes shortly, as Coach Maurer is looking to definitely get his girls together and spark some electricity, intensity to the girls to get them hyped up, let them know this is the game to win. Jalen Sanchez does not want this to be her last basketball game as a Springfield Central High School Golden Eagle to go down as a loss. She does not want that to happen, and nobody in their right mind would want that to happen. An incredible season to go down like that. It's not the way to go. She's got to lead better. She's got to slow down. We've seen some great drives, but the calls weren't going in her favor. She has to rely on their team as well. And now it's Jones. Jones back out to Adams. To Ronka. Back to Adams. Screen used. Timberlake in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound snagged. And it's back up top to Timberlake. Timberlake to Jones. Jones guarded by Guthrie. Dish off to Ronka. And now it's Long, the freshman, who steals it. And now they're going to slow it down, as they should. Bring it on to the other side. Guthrie to Long. Long looking for a pass, but instead stolen. And now onto the other side. A beautiful play. No finish. Rebound. Foul drawn. And they call a foul once again on a contact play that looked to go the other way instead. More of an offensive foul, but they go to the line and shoot 2, looking to increase the score by even more, as it is already a 15-point lead. It's Adams. First shot up and good. Adams' second shot will be going up. That's good. Score now 22-5 as we're less than a minute into the second quarter. The Eagles being demolished on both sides. Foul trouble. Calls on each side, and of course, sloppy defense, sloppy offense. Gonzalez to Sanchez. Sanchez, beautiful drive. No good. Maxwell looking to grab the rebound, but instead out of bounds. And once again, Maxwell not be able to hold on. That's a big problem. Maxwell, known for her rebound ability, right now not able to bring it in for the third time today. And now it's the Womps. Bounce pass to Jones. Back up top to Adams. Adams finds Timberlake. Timberlake to Jones in the paint. Back out for the 3. No good. And Maxwell able to hold on to it. Scoot 3. As the girls are under pressure. It's now Long. Long handoff to Sanchez. Sanchez, beautiful pass to Maxwell. Maxwell not able to finish, and she can't grab the rebound. Beautiful find from Sanchez. Finish not there. And now the Womps on to the other side. It's Timberlake. Timberlake finds Ronka. And they call a travel. Now the Eagles look to take over, do what they can. And, I mean, I think the main worry for the Eagles is getting a reasonable score by the end of this quarter, because they have 2 solid quarters to get back into this game, but this is the quarter that I always find most important. Gonzalez, shot no good. Maxwell, rebound. I believe jump ball. They're going to call a foul. Timberlake gets charged with the foul, and now Sanchez will inbound it. Subs brought in, Timberlake subbed out, Jones brought in for the Womps. Sanchez looking out deep to Guthrie. Gonzalez 3 off the glass, good. 8 points now updated for the Eagles, as they've got to keep doing what we just saw. Nice find, a good shot, an even better finish. Now Guthrie on the defensive end, she grabs a stop. Going on to the other side, looking to finish. They call the foul. Definite contact on that play. And now Guthrie's she's got to hit these. She's 1 for 2 today already at the line. We can go 3 for 4. Get both these to go. Get the Eagles in double digit and keep that momentum rolling. If you watch previous games, you know that one thing I always love to mention is the free throws. And I always say the keyword free. And never in my life have I stressed it until today. I'm going to continue to stress it for the Eagles. You got to hit these. Right there, Guthrie gets that to go. She wants to keep it up, because the free throws are gimmies. They're free, for one, and they count the most at the end. Guthrie's second attempt is good, and that's what you like to see. Gets the Eagles in double digits finally, 22-10. Score decrease big time, and now they got to go on the defensive end. No fouls. They can keep it at 8 seconds. Bounce pass now. It's Adams. Adams double team, and a foul called, and that's a definite foul right there. No discussion on that, and that is not the defense you want to see. Like I said, you don't want to play too aggressive on the defensive end, where it definitely affects negatively for the Eagles. And right there, Braintree will call a timeout. So now we can do a little recap of the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, as the first half is about 5 minutes away from ending. We see Braintree still dominating 22-10. However, the last minute and 30 seconds or so, The Eagles have been on a roll offensively and defensively. Yet again, just seconds ago, foul was drawn, and now the momentum looking to shift back to Braintree. 22-10, 5:29 to go. Big game for Janiah Jones as she's not only executed some great defense, some great shots in the paint. The Eagles are looking to not only score, but see Sanchez lead to greatness as we saw what started this for the Eagles was Selena Gonzalez's big three off the glass. That led to Guthrie's steal to the free throw line. And now we look to see some more scoring for the Eagles. Timeout ends and foul was the last play. So the Womps will inbound it, and we will see what the Eagles can do on the defensive end, what Braintree can do on the offensive end. Now Adams inbounding it. Finds Ronka. Ronka to Hume. Definite travel. A very obvious travel. And now turnover. And that was a great defensive stop, you could say, to cause a turnover and bring the momentum to the Golden Eagles. Sanchez has it. Brings pressure. Beautiful find on Maxwell. She's making pass after pass, but Maxwell can't finish. Foul on Maxwell. So they're going to call a push foul, and I guess you could say a loose ball foul. Brings up her first foul, and Guthrie was able to have possession, though, which definitely doesn't help the Eagles. Sending her to the line. A call that could have gone both ways, as there was aggression from both girls, and unaware how that goes the other way. But she drains her first free throw. 23-10, 5:09. And goes 2 for 2. Eagles have chance to cut the lead to 12. Sanchez to Guthrie. Guthrie to Roche. Roche back to Sanchez. Sanchez fake. Beautiful find of Maxwell. This time able to finish. Maxwell finishes in the paint. Assist from Sanchez. 24-12, your updated score. And now Janiah Jones. Find out. Out of bounds. Eagles ball. And if the Eagles can get this to a single-digit deficit by the end of this quarter, I will be happy, the team will be happy, and the game will look better. Guthrie drive, draws the foul, looked clean, tough call, goes to the line. 3 for 4 already in today's action. Now looking to go 5 for 6. Now the Eagles need to hit these, because it's just as simple as it being a free throw, as they've had 2 opportunities in a row when it comes to scoring options to hit them, and right there Guthrie gets it to go. Now I think the moral of this story is the Eagles had to kick it off. They had to get the ball rolling, and it took a whole quarter to do so, which is crazy to think. 8 whole minutes to get on the board consecutively, to look strong. And Guthrie gets both their free throws to go, and that's big for the Eagles. 10-point lead. And Guthrie looking to get her ball, getting the hands on the ball, couldn't stop it. Now it's Ronka. Ronka out to Hume. And it's Timberlake. Drains the 3 from deep. And now Guthrie. Guthrie has it to Roche. Roche, hop, step, floater, good for 2. Beautiful play. Looking like Dwayne Wade out there on an excellent offensive opportunity and an even better score. 27-16 now as the Womps are up. 3:51 to go in the first half. The 3 from Faye is no good, off the mark. Eagles ball. Eagles will have possession with 3:46 to go in the first half. And now after a big score offensively from Roche, they look to keep the ball rolling and cut it to double digits. That's what we like to see. Eagles basketball. Once again, you are watching Focus Springfield here at the 2019 MIAA Basketball State Finals. Sanchez off the glass, no good. One of her moves that just love to call. Off the glass in for two, this time no good. Jones onto the other end, and once again performing an excellent coast-to-coast offensive score. 29-16 now. And it's Sanchez. Sanchez cross to Gonzalez. Gonzalez deep three, no good. Maxwell looking to grab the rebound, no good. Ronka rebound. Momentum shifts once again in the game, and it's to the Womps. It's Dixon. And foul called, I believe. So the foul is called on Sanchez, and Sanchez not having too hot of a scoring effort tonight. And, of course, only having 2 points. And she already had, well, she'll be subbed out. And she looks to get the ball rolling offensively, and they don't go for the rebound. Instead, Jones snags it after the second free throw was missed. Dixon, guarded by Roche, hand off to Jones. Jones, drive, kicks it out to Ronka. Ronka with the crazy shot for three as she gets that to go. And now the last 2 minutes have been the worst basketball of the Eagles I've seen. Not able to stop. Foul is drawn. Can't score. They have to get this together. And now Gonzalez, a beautiful play. Can't finish. Maxwell rebound. She just puts it up, and she can't complete. Now the Womps on the other side. Dixon, easy travel. You can't run. It's not football. You have to dribble. Turnover. Eagles ball. 32-16 as we see the Womps continuing their domination here at the 2019 MIAA Basketball State Finals in the gymnasium of the Holy Cross Crusaders on the fine afternoon of Saturday, March 16th, 2019. Hand off to Ortiz. Ortiz back to Guthrie. Guthrie turnaround. Hand off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drive. Ball strip. Holds on to it. Jones holds on to it for herself. Gives it to Ronka. Ronka, nice find as she saves it, but it was looking for Dixon. Now Adams' shot, no good. Out of bounds on the Womps, and the Eagles will take over. 1:48 to go in the first half. As, like I've mentioned many times before, I wish I didn't, but the Womps are still dominating the Eagles. Not the basketball we're used to seeing, as I can't stress that enough. This is not a team we're used to seeing. This is not a team we're used to seeing losing like this. And Roche's shot no good. Maxwell attempt no good, but she goes to the line now as she draws the foul. And right now, Alicia Maxwell not finishing as much as she usually does. She has 4 points, but a lot of attempts in the paint today, I should say, and not able to finish. That's just not something I'm used to saying. Going to the line, first attempt is no good. Free throw number one for Maxwell, no good, and the Eagles stay at 16 to the Womps 32. Maxwell's second free throw is up, and it's good. Gets that lucky bounce. 32-17. 1:30 to go in the first half. It's Adams. Adams, beautiful pass to Jones. And now on the offensive end still, it's Adams. Looks like a unbelievable call right there. I mean, no call, I should say. So that was a definite double dribble. And now leads to, I mean, that's ridiculous. You got to call a double dribble. But a big three right there for Hugh. And, I mean, even the ref himself looked at the other official to indicate the double dribble. They don't call it. That's fine. 3 points that shouldn't be on the board. But that's not the only thing to complain about. Gonzalez, as there looked to be contact on the head, they don't call it. And now turnover and a Swamps ball. Janiyah Jones having an incredible game already. 1 foul, but 12 points. Getting on the board non-stop. And now it's Hume. Hume, nice bounce pass to Jones. Jones, no good. And it goes out of bounds. It is out of bounds. And Eagles ball. And now Gonzalez will bring it down. Eagles down big. Not what we wanted to see going into the second half. Ortiz's shot is no good, and Maxwell not there for the rebound. Ronka gets it instead, as she's hauled in several boards, and she's got 5 points of her own, or 3 points. And right there. That will be the end of the first half. 37-17. Crowd erupting. Players emotionally stressed. And to end the first half of the MIAA Basketball State Finals Girls D1 Championship, Braintree takes the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Holy Cross Crusaders Gymnasium for the 2019 MIAA Basketball State Finals between the Braintree Womps and the Central High School Golden Eagles out of Springfield. And the Eagles are not playing great basketball, as the Womps can say they are. 37-17, your score for today's game at the start of the third, aka the second half. So we saw a lot of great offensive opportunities for the Eagles, not able to connect on all of them, but one team that was able to were the Braintree Womps. Right there, Janiyah Jones able to execute what I was just saying as she finishes and gets up 16 points for Jones. Now it's Gonzalez to Sanchez. Sanchez to Guthrie, can't hold on, saves it. Gonna reset. Reach in foul, so that'll be on Braintree, and they will inbound it. Look to reset it as we see a dominating score, a score that is so lopsided, you wouldn't know the Eagles were down. Unexpected for the Eagles to be down like this, and it started off early for them. Now, of course, Springfield Central High School, known for starting off dominating, and right now, not working that way. Guthrie gonna hand it off to Roach. Roach almost losing it to Sanchez. Sanchez hits the nice cross, can't finish. No, it's Ronk onto the other way, and she gets it to go, and the score is unfolding, and the game is just not looking good for the Eagles. Guthrie, hand off to Roach. To Gonzalez. Gonzalez drive, foul call. So contact for sure on that. Sending Gonzalez to the line, and Cindy Gonzalez is an incredible player, and she's had a great season. And right here, playing pretty solid. She has 5 points of her own. Crowd booing. The first one went up. So now Gonzalez for number 2. Gets it to go. Goes 2 for 2 right there and sets the score back a little. But at one point it was so close to a single-digit lead, you wouldn't think that the score would be like this. But Dixon gets charged with the charge. And now the Eagles will be inbounding it. 41-19 your score. Eagles looking to recover. As it seems like I've said that on every time the Eagles get the ball. That's the sad truth. They have to recover. They have to bring up the momentum. They have to start scoring more. They have to play some better defense. And now Gonzalez's 3, no good. Didn't go for the rebound. And that gives the Womps the ball. Timberlake drive, no good. Rebound. Just it out to Hume. The shot was good. no good. That was Faye. Shot was no good, and now Eagles will inbound it after call was out of bounds. Roach. Or not, Guthrie. Sanchez. Travel. And travel called, and now the Eagles are not starting off how you want them to start off. You come into a big deficit going into the final 2 quarters of the game. You want to start off with fire, electricity, momentum, that firepower you need to win the game. And right now on defense, a good stop from Guthrie, but she can't hold on to it. Stickson takes the 3 off the glass, and that's a beautiful shot as this game is getting out of hand. And it's just not looking good as if it ever was for the Eagles. Guthrie to Sanchez. Sanchez fake to Guthrie, and she can't hold on to it. Out of bounds, and it is Braintree ball. Time by the Eagles, and now we've seen a lot of unnecessary takes. We've seen a lot of sloppy drives, and of course miscommunication and inability to hold on to it. And now Mauer's finally talking to his girls, as we've seen a couple huddles that he wasn't even interacting, and now I think he's into it at the point where it's a serious issue right now for the Eagles, as we need to see way better better basketball, I should say, to be proper, and and see the ball rolling. 44-19, your score, the third quarter, 5:26, and this is just so unreal to me to see Springfield being dominated in a championship. I mentioned last year that Braintree was able to close it in and win. However, there was never a lead bigger than 10. This is complete annihilation and complete just it's incredible to me, and I just can't stress that enough, how great Braintree is playing compared to the Eagles. So now Fable inbound it for Braintree and look to keep it going for the Womps. And now it's Timberlake. Timberlake to Ronka. Guarded by Sanchez. Sanchez stays with her, forces turnover, and it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes the whole length, and she finishes 44-21. She goes coast to coast as if she's LeBron. And now it's Timberlake. Timberlake guarded by Guthrie. Guthrie stays with her. Good defense. Timberlake drive, draws the foul. She'll shoot 2.
Springfield sends a foul on number 1, Selenia Gonzalez.
Gonzalez called with the foul, and now Braintree has an even easier opportunity to get the score to untouchable reaches for the Eagles, as her first shot is up and good. 45 now to 21, and Timberlake having a solid outing at 8 points. Leading scorer of the game is Janiah Jones with 16. So now attempt number 2 is up, and it's good. Braintree is playing some incredible basketball. I haven't seen a team not only, you could say, pick apart the Eagles the way that Braintree is, but just continue it. We see the Eagles bounce back, and right now it's not looking too good, but we have to have that hope. It's Guthrie. Guthrie to Maxwell in the paint. Maxwell finds Sanchez. Sanchez drive, and they call a foul. It looked like a tower falling. Very slow and very, you could say, a strong thumb down, but now Sanchez goes to the line and should be shooting 2. First one up. Gets that lucky bounce, and the free throw is good. Now It could get annoying when you're listening to Focus Springfield and the voice of Heroes Nettie when I say this, but I'm never going to stop saying this. This is a free throw. 2 free throws that you can't miss. And she makes them both, and that's big. And now Timberlake in the wing, drive, off the glass, no good. Jones rebound, puts it up, count it. Janiyah Jones is playing some incredible basketball for a team that's playing even better basketball. Sanchez can't finish the drive. Can't finish. Jones brings it down, hands it off to Ronka. And now in the corner is Timberlake. Timberlake 3, no good. Jones once again. 20 points for Jones. And she can't be stopped. Unless the Eagles bounce back. Guthrie. Hand off to Ortiz. Ortiz for 3, blocked. No good. Not looking well. Timberlake drive and no good on the fast break. Shove and the Eagles will take ball. They call the foul on Ronka and now Eagles look to take over. (50-23) your score for now. Leilani Long checks in. The freshman gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez uses the screen for Maxwell, pops the 3 off the glass. Count it up there. 26 now for the Eagles, and that is the play that we like to see. Jones finds on the wing. Shot no good. Sanchez rebound going on to the other end. As she pulls up from 3, this time no good. Air ball, long effort to save it, no good. And now Braintree will inbound it. Braintree not only keeping it up on the defensive end, that's what I just love to emphasize. Not only are they stopping the Eagles, containing them to 26 points, but they've put 50 big ones of their own, and that is incredible. Braintree able to completely spread the wing on the offensive end, defensive end. And now the handoff to Jones. And that's a travel. Taking too many steps. Got to be careful with that because, you know, for the most part, travel is one of the easiest calls to see. It's easy to tell when someone takes too many steps. It's very hard not to argue. And it's Gonzalez on the drive off the glass in for 2. 28 points now for the Eagles. And that looked a little controversial as it could have seen a double dribble. Timberlake pulls up. No good. And Maxwell hauls in the rebound. Momentum. Keep it going. Gonzalez pulls up from the 3, no good, and it's Jones with the rebound. And Braintree calls a timeout to slow it down, and right there, I think that's a beautiful call for a timeout to slow down the Eagles because they were in a situation where 2 good defensive stops and 2 good scores. So now to stop that and regain the possession that you need, slow it down, and do what you have to do to keep the ball rolling. 50-28 your score here in the third quarter. 2:23 to go at the start. And we've seen Janiyah Jones pick up an exceptional third quarter now, putting in some big points, and she has 20 points in the game. Now we see her with some big rebounds and some even better finishes. On the other hand, for the Eagles, we saw Jelena Sanchez a huge 3 off the glass, and Gonzalez with a nice finish. So to see the Eagles playing like this, it really shocks me. We don't see Springfield play this bad, and I just love to mention the fact that Braintree is not only holding them to under 30 right now, here in the third quarter, but they put up 50 points against the Eagles. Well, you've picked up a huge lead against them, and that's impressive. That's very impressive. 22 points, and now the Braintree Womps look to continue the scoring. Timberlake, beautiful find off the glass in for 2. And that's Ariana Faye. She gets that to go. And it made it look so easy. Gonzalez finds Roach. Drive. Count it. 30 points now for the Eagles. Roach finishes. Now Ronka passes it to Jones. Jones uses that screen to drive, can't finish, but a big rebound, and she goes down. And now it's Ronka going to take her time to set it up. The lefty drains it for 3. Looks like we're watching the Spurs over here in 2010 with finding Ginobili out open. The lefty gets it to go for 3, 55-30. And now it's Ortiz. Ortiz blocked on her last 3-point shot. Someone who is known for her incredible shooting, not able to get any down right now. That's what helped them prevail so good against Comp last game. And now Maxwell can't finish. She turns it over, and that's a well overshot pass. Goes out of bounds. It's Eagles ball. 1:09 to go in the third quarter. 55-30 your score, and the Eagles have not been able to take a lead once in this game, nor have they been able to continuously keep that momentum going. Another one of my favorite words, momentum, in all sorts of sports, college basketball, college football, all that. Momentum is huge, and the Eagles haven't had it for more than 2 minutes at all in this game. Consecutively, I should say. So right there, the miss was marked, and she's going to take her time, and that's a travel. She took a step before she dribbled. Instead of taking the shot, it was like she kind of froze. So right there, an obvious travel, Eagles ball, and whether you like to see that or not, that's just the way it goes. Now it's Guthrie. Guthrie to Sanchez. Sanchez for 3, up, good, count it. 33 points now for the Eagles. They're going to call a timeout, and I believe that. It's just disappointment right there from Braintree, especially Coach McDonald, as she seemed very confused on what Faye was doing there, and definitely addressing that. But now Maurer takes his time to go over the Eagles, because the one thing I mentioned is they can't keep momentum going. When they start it off, they can't keep it going, and that's what Maurer needs to get them to do. Because when they go maybe 5-0 in the last 30 seconds, it ends up being 10-2 in the last 3 minutes of the game, and the Womps just keep it going. They start scoring. They stop the Eagles, and the Eagles can't stop Braintree. So that momentum's not there. They need it to be there, and I can't stress that enough. That's one thing that I just, if this game went back and forth, I could come up with new things for you. But this game is not back and forth. And it's the sad truth that the Eagles need momentum. And they're doing what they need to do on hitting the free throws. Only 2 missed free throws, and on a lot of attempts, I should say, and 55-33 your score. Less than 60 to go in the third quarter before we get to the most important final 8 minutes of Jalena Sanchez and Selena Gonzalez's high school basketball career, and looking to come back. So now Jones hands it off. Guarded by Sanchez, dishes it down to Dixon. Dixon drive off the glass for 2. You can't stop her. Less than a shot clock to go. And it's Sanchez. Sanchez cross, beautiful bounce pass to Maxwell. Maxwell draws the foul as she moved her body into it, and a beautiful draw and an even better pass. An even better pass from Sanchez. Off the no-look bounce pass. Maxwell at the line. Shoots 2. 1 up. Count it. Maxwell now going for a second. It's up and count it. 35 points now for the Eagles. And Jones, as she looks to get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. 5 seconds to go. Dixon drive. No good. Shot no good to go in before the buzzer, and that will end the third quarter. 35-57 will be the score going into the fourth quarter, and this will have to be an incredible comeback. You have to produce some points. Hey, it can happen. 8 minutes is 8 minutes. I won't stress that enough. 8 minutes is 8 minutes. They can do what they have to do if they can stop them. if Braintree was able to dominate as much as they did in 3 quarters, if they can stop them, I think that the Eagles can really come back from this and do what they have to do. Now we need to see some big changes in the Eagles offense. We need to see Kiana Ortiz being able to hit down her threes that we know her to hit down. We need to be able to find Alicia Maxwell in the paint and finish, whether it's drawing the fouls and continuously hitting the free throws down or just finishing in the paint. Jalen Sanchez has been rough tonight when it comes to finishing in the paint. We've seen some great 3-pointers from her, but we need to see her finish the drives. We need to see that. Gonzalez has also been very helpful in the paint. 9 points of her own compared to Sanchez's 7. She's playing well. And also, we need to just see overall defensive stops. We've seen some good defense, but the stops aren't there. Because once they brush by you, they're just not stopping, and that's what we've seen. 57-35 now, the score of the start of the last 8 minutes at the MIA Basketball State Finals, Worcester, Massachusetts, 2019. So now starting it off right now, it's Adams. Back to Adams, gives it to Jones. Jones finds Dixon. Dixon finds Hume. Hume looks to find Adams, but she couldn't find her. Out of bounds, Eagles ball. It's going to be Sanchez, as usual, taking it down for the Eagles. Sanchez drives. Nice pass to Maxwell. Maxwell dribble, spin around, off the glass for 2, and the Eagles score. And now it's Timberlake. Timberlake hands it off to Jones. Jones, beautiful bounce pass to Timberlake. Timberlake can't finish. It's Adams with the rebound. Back to Jones, and now Gonzalez onto the other side. Gonzalez to drive. She draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2, and these are some big buckets for the Eagles. You want to cut this lead down big time and definitely do what you have to do to get on the board. Now we hope for this not to be a situation where it's too late, where it comes to the point where the last 2 minutes of the game, the Eagles fall apart, because when you start momentum, you want to keep it going. After Maxwell had a huge bucket, now we look to see Gonzalez hit both of her free throws. Gonzalez's first attempt gets that lucky bounce. She gets it to go. 57-38 now, your updated score. Gonzalez's second free throw is good. 57-39, your updated score. Now it's Ronka. Ronka onto the drive in motion. Tapped. And obviously right there, McDonald looking for that foul call, but she does not get that. Ronka will inbound. Good for the open woman. They're going to call a timeout. Braintree calls a timeout to slow it down and do what they have to do. And she's gonna talk with the official and be mad that they don't get the reach-in foul. Now, I can see where you can be upset about a call, but it wasn't blatant enough where they got to call the reach-in, because she was moving to the right. So when you're moving into a certain direction and the defender's on you, it's not completely their fault if they hit you like that, because you're bringing the ball to them. So it's not too much of a call, I think, to be too mad about, because they did get the ball back. It went out of bounds, and it allows them to reset. So calling this timeout could definitely be big, because we've seen, my favorite word, momentum, from the Eagles as they've been able to stop and score so far. The first minute of this, last 8 minutes, you could say, of this MIAA Basketball State Finals 2019 here in Worcester, Massachusetts, between the Braintree Womps and the Springfield Central High School Golden Eagles. Jones, the standout, will be inbounding it. Hasn't scored since the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. And a contact shot is no good. Looking for the foul again is McDonald, but back to the court, it's Guthrie. Guthrie onto the other side, and she draws the foul, and she's going to be shooting 2 big ones that will be need to see them make. Guthrie's first attempt is no good, as she has 5 of her own tonight. And now number 2 is up. Gets that bounce that we love to see now. 40 points for the Eagles, 17-point deficit, and they need to keep this ball rolling. Now it's Braintree. Definitely hit a good move by Adams. Nice bounce pass to Timberlake. Timberlake gets the open lane pull-up J off the glass for 2, and that is a big shot because Eagles can score all they want, but they need to stop Braintree. Sanchez has it. Nice cross, nice bounce pass. Lands in Roach's arms, and she drains it from beyond the arc. Big 3, and once again, another timeout. Or it goes out of bounds. What I'm unaware, are they reviewing whether it was a 3 or not?
Delay of game warning on Springfield Central.
.59-43 is your score as of now in the state championship. Here's Adams. Finds Ronca. Ronca drives. Foul called, and Maxwell lands on top of Gonzalez. As that is a tough call, but a lot of contact being made, so you can't blame them. So now Selena Gonzalez, I guess you could say in foul trouble, 4 fouls today, and 11 points of her own as well. She's playing great. And now Ronca's first attempt is good, and hey, that's a huge difference between the two teams. You see these free throws, and they're not worried about making or missing or not, because we've seen a lot of makes from them and little misses. So now number 2 is up. This time, it's no good. They call a foul. And now the Eagles will inbound it. So Faye gets called with the foul. She gets subbed out. And now it'll be Eagles ball. And since that is foul number 9, a big thing to mention, bonus. Now in basketball, there's a point where you get so many team fouls, automatically the next foul you go to the line. So Guthrie goes to the line this time, and in a 1-on-1 position, she can't get it to go. So the 1-on-1 position means if you make your first free throw, you get another one. If you miss it, no more. So in that position, you got to hit those, and she doesn't get it to go, but translating it onto the other end, it's Adams looking somewhat out of bounds, and it slings out of bounds. Now Sanchez. Sanchez dribble. Cross. Finish. No good. Sanchez follows the board. Looking to get on it. And now Jones can't hold on to it. Jump ball for sure. And it's Eagles ball. And that's a great call right there. And now Sanchez inbounds it. Sanchez lobs it up the road. And now it's Sanchez. Sanchez finds Maxwell. Instead, it turns it over. Now 5:20 to go, and I think that the lead has gone to a margin where it's unreachable. In a bad position for the Eagles, as if it was ever good. Now it's Adams. Hands it off to Timberlake. Timberlake drive, gives it to Jones. Jones drives, and she gets the end one. Finishes even on the foul. And she'll go to the line and extend that lead even more than it was. And her free throw is good. Jones has 23 today. And now it's Guthrie. Guthrie to Sanchez. Sanchez gets called with the charge, and that's controversial, but that'll go. As it looked like there was some gravity on the left side right there. Not sure how that was. Charge, but they'll have to deal with it as Timberlake drives through and strips it off as Gonzalez goes off of Timberlake, but it's going to be Braintree ball. And now lobbed it up to Timberlake, and now it's Ronka. Ronka back to Timberlake. Timberlake for three. No good. Sanchez rebound. Sanchez on to the other end now. Pulls up from downtown. Airballs it. No good. And that's a shot they just don't like to see not go in. And the Eagles are being mentally beat up right now. The two standout seniors, Gonzalez and Sanchez, their last game as a Golden Eagle is going down as a rough one. Dixon hands it off. Hume. And now, foul is called, and Adam draws it. She's going to the line. She'll shoot two. Now it's a 20-point game, 63-43. The Eagles are down big in an even bigger game. First free throw from Adams is no good. And now number two is up. No good. Gonzalez rebound. Gonzalez drive, looking for that foul call. Maxwell can't hold on to the rebound. And now it's Ronka. Bounce pass out. Now it's Adams. Adams finds Dixon. Couldn't hold on to it as quick as she wanted to, but she drives, finds Jones, and Jones on the contact. No foul called, but she completes it. It's Guthrie. Guthrie pump, fake. Sanchez, Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the corner for three. Count it. 46 now for the Eagles. Now Sanchez looking for the stop, but she couldn't recover. Jones using her body to power through for two. 27 points for Janiyah Jones, and an incredible game for her. Sanchez now. No call, and off the mark. And now Braintree brings it down. It's Dixon. Dixon hands it out. Hume. Almost a turnover, but instead it's Ronka wide open as if it's a layup drill practice line. She gets in there for free. She takes advantage of it. 69-46 your score. Guthrie onto the other side, trying to finish, can't finish, and with 2:15 to go, my hopes are not where they should be, but right now, the Eagles continue to not play well. It's Hume. Hume to Adams. Adams draws the foul, and they look to increase the lead by even more.
Springfield Central foul on number 12, now on Roach, her first, team sixth.
So the game never started off well for the Eagles, as right off the bat they were pulled apart and really couldn't get anything big off the mark. 70 points. 70 points for the Braintree ones. And the crowd gives the seniors one last hurrah as their last game went well. Now it's Adams. Adams' shot is good. It's Guthrie. Guthrie handoff to Ortiz. Ortiz to Gonzalez. Gonzalez mid-range J off the mark, wide. Substitutions made. Buzzer sounding like two trucks honking at each other, just non-stop. The people working the booth don't even know what they're doing. 71-46 your score. Less than 2 to go in the 2019 MIAA Basketball State Finals, the girls D1 championship between Braintree and Springfield Central High School. A disappointing show up for the Eagles, as of course this is a team we're not used to see losing, let alone that getting dominated, and the buzzer just keeps sounding. Now the Eagles are a team that has been number one throughout the whole entirety of the season. And now a game like this is tough. Looks as if maybe a technical foul was called. Sanchez goes to the line, and the pressure is there. Sanchez is so you heard it there. Braintree had too many players on the court, and Sanchez is she's in shock. You know, this is a very tough situation for her. A player who is magnificent, one of the best basketball players I've seen watch. She gets subbed out for her last game of her Eagle career, and that's tough on her. This is a player who has been one of the Eagles' best player since her freshman year, and really one of the best girl players in Massachusetts. She won that this year. Now it's Neilani Long on the offensive end, draws the foul, and it's just tough to see this. Players so well, going through a very tough time right now and not able to connect on those free throws, but of course not able to get her last points. And Long's free throw is up. No good. So now for the Eagles, Jordan Chapman comes in for another senior, as well as Kiana Ortiz. As it's just, it stinks to see. And both free throws go off. No good for Long. And now Braintree looks to wrap it up with 1:30 to go in the finals. Shot no good. Rebound there. And now it's Chapman on the offensive side, as she got the steal, couldn't finish. And now shot up, no good. Chapman has it. Foul called. Foul called on Braintree, and 10 team fouls for Braintree, or 11 team fouls for Braintree, and Chapman's first attempt, no good. As the whole team as a whole is really just, I guess you could say, distraught and emotionally beat up right now, as an incredible season, number one great victories coming into a close like this. Unexpected. And now Braintree looks to continue ripping them apart. And now as the bench is there, Kelly to Chapman to Washington. Washington to Kelly. Kelly drive. In the corner, no good. Was Amani Smith. Her shot no good, goes out of bounds, but it stays Central ball. 40 seconds to go in the final minutes of the state finals. It's Washington. Inbounds it to Kelly. Kelly off the glass and a good score for the Eagles. Out of bounds, and it is Eagles ball. And now, as the game is coming to its initial end, a shot clock left, looking to probably hold it for the last seconds. Instead, she tries to score. Foul drawn, and they keep it going. And now Smith goes to the line. First one's up and good. I guess you could say Central just looking to cut the deficit a little smaller than it is. Smith's second is good. And it goes out of bounds, and it's Eagles ball again. Looking to see what the Eagles will do this time on their hand. And now Smith has it and looking to score again, finds Kelly. Kelly drives, finds Chapman. Chapman for three, no good. And the final 5 seconds of this game coming to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends the girls MIA basketball state finals for girls D1. Your winners, the Braintree Womps, winning against the Springfield Central High School Golden Eagles, 71-50. An outing that was unbelievable for Janiyah Jones. And of course, the seniors of Central witnessing a tough game, going through a very tough game. Something you'd never expect. One of the best basketball players in Springfield, Massachusetts. Central's own Jaylena Sanchez. A tough matchup for the Eagles. And emotionally, a roller coaster. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cyril Zanetti from Focus Springfield. You're watching the MIA Basketball State Finals 2019 Championship.